Hey everybody, I'm here with Dylan Oldham from Desert Undertones. How are you, Dylan?
I'm doing great.
I was listening to your music today, your EP, and on Bandcamp, which I'll have a link in the description to. Um, tell me about the band. You're from Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah, so originally I'm from California, but I've been in Tucson a while now. I lived here in 2020 and started a surf band. Then with the current bass player, Christopher Marshall, and I ended up moving up to Flagstaff North for a little while, but I decided to come back to Tucson. And so I've been here altogether since 2020, and we found the drummer Kurt just last year when I came here, which was a big find. He's a really good drummer. He's good at recording, and so we got the band finally completed. And yeah, it's been a really good year so far. We've done a lot, played a lot, trying to get a lot recorded, and so far people seem to be liking it. So it's going good so far. Um,
Awesome. How's like speaking of people liking it so far, what is the scene like in in Tucson?
So surprisingly, we thought there would be almost no surf bands, but there's several surf bands. There's even a Surfapalooza that happens every summer at Hotel Congress, which is a popular place out here. And we're trying to get on that show this year. Hopefully, we'll get on that. But yeah, we were very surprised. There's actually a surf scene here in Tucson.
Wow.
So
What are some of the bands people might want to check out on that?
the Furies are really cool. Shrimp Chaperone, that's their name. Then there's an all-female band thing called the Surf Broads. Um, and there's the Dirty Licks, who actually do a radio show out here, which was really cool. They had us on downtown Tucson radio. They have the Furious Wave show that happens Thursdays and Saturdays. So yeah, there's some cool bands, definitely.
Awesome. I hate to be corny, but um, what what bands inspired you to, or kind of influenced your music? Like when you picked up the guitar and decided to write, what is your style of playing? You know, j-
So
just basically. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, that's a great question. I mean, Slacktone's probably my favorite surf band of all time, right?
Yeah.
Um, really like Low Straight Jackets, of course. Love Satan's Pilgrims. Um, just all those bands like that. I was real into the 60s stuff, Pulp Fiction when I was young. I heard Dick Dale for the first time, and that started me on my surf music journey, I guess you could say. Um, and so I really like that. The second wave, John and the Night Riders, that second wave of surf, that was probably my favorite surf album of all time. Yeah, so all that stuff really inspires me.
Awesome. Um, I love that you said something about Slack Tune because I think they played the Winterfest in just last weekend in LA.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I could have been there. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And they're great. Like I watched some of Ronsky's explanations or like questionnaires about his style of playing that he developed. And hey, have you noticed that in his playing?
Yeah, I mean, his playing is very creative. I just call it like prog surf in a way. It's just really cool songs, really, really well written, really great guitar playing, of course. And the whole band's great. I mean, Dusty Watson, drummer for Dick Dale, just amazing. When I was living in LA at music school, I was in a band called the Lunatones, which is one of my best friends, Gustav from Sweden. They're in a band right now. Shout them out, Riptide Rats from Sweden. But we played in the band. I was playing bass in the Lunatones, and it was the California scene. I was getting get all in there, see all those bands, and one time I got to play on stage. Dusty Watson got on the drums with us, and is amazing. His feel and just such a tight drummer and just so good, you know. Him mixed with Dave Ronsky, you know, it's just amazing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I really love that band. I
Yeah,
think they're the
me too.
best in the surf business right now. But I mean, there's so many good bands, you know. So.
So 2020 you started. Was it a pandemic project at first?
Yeah, so I was living in New York like a decade before that, just playing like prog rock and stuff. But I always loved surf, always wanted to do it. I just couldn't find people to do it with. And I decided in 2020 to move to Tucson and really wanted to start this surf band. And I found the guys, and we actually were a 4-piece. We're a 3-piece now. We had a guitar player and a bass player, but we couldn't find a drummer. It was taking a long time. And I ended up moving to Flagstaff, up north for a while for like almost a year. But I decided to come back, and luckily I found the bass player. He was still on board, so he's our bass player now, Chris. And we were searching for drummers again, and luckily found Kurt. It was a really good find, and that was it. We just went from there. I wanted to be in a surf band forever, you know. Like I was saying, I was playing bass in a surf band in college, but you know, I'm a guitar player and I always wanted to start a surf band as a guitar player. So finally made it happen.
What is your guitar of choice?
Um, I'm actually have a Jazzmaster right now that I built. I got all the parts and I wired it like a Telly instead of the rhythm circuit. You know, it has all the different rhythm circuits with the Jazzmaster. It's just a Telly, a
Yeah.
three switch knob. And then I also have just like a player series Strat, you know, Mexican Strat that it's on a couple songs on the EP. It's good for certain things, but my main guitar would be the Jazzmaster.
The tone on the songs is super clean.
Yeah, thanks. I actually just recently got a super reverb too that I really like. So
What is that?
that's
Who makes that?
it's a Fender Super Reverb.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
type of amp. It's a classic amp. It's got 410 speakers instead of like a lot of amps will just have 112. This has 4 10-inch speakers, so I kind of like it. It's more bassy and full, but yeah, I'm enjoying that amp so far.
Awesome. Awesome. So what is next for you guys?
Um, well, we're trying to get these gigs, these kind of bigger gigs. Like I would like to do something like Surfin Sundays, you know, that in Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking to Big Tiki dude right now. So hopefully we can get that set up. The Surfapalooza gig. And then recording, we really want to get an album out by the end of this year. We might put a few singles out in the meantime, but I have like 9 or 10 songs written right now, ready to go. So it's
Wow.
just a matter of recording them.
Do
So
you have a
I think it's
label
going
in
to be
mind?
good. No, I haven't really thought about that yet. That would be cool to get on a label though, for sure.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Let's see. Everybody can check us out. We got a website, desertundertones.com. We got the Facebook, just got an Instagram. Yeah, if you could just check us out, we'd love to get the listens and get the word out and try to get some of these bigger gigs. And that's basically it.
All right, Dylan. I really appreciate your time and enjoyed getting to know your music and you a little bit. Uh,
Yeah, thanks so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
have a great night.
All right, you too.